Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how to make some R2D2 wall art. So I grabbed the main R2D2 out of True Confession from the intro web, and I went ahead and traced the bitmap. There's also another tool you can use called a Adobe Capture, where you can capture an image from your phone on a phone app and it goes right to the Creative Cloud library. That's actually a way more powerful way because you get that vector image right away. So that's a pro tip. Use a program called Adobe Capture on your phone. It'll grab a vector very beautifully. I actually took a picture of a screen. Now, here is the tip. You have to create a passageway for laser cutter to leave in the material. So your biggest challenge is cutting out this little groove that's holding in these sections. Now, in some cases, they're completely missing, like this one up here at the top. Now, the way that you do that is you would go into the actual file and you would use the Pathfinder tool inside of Illustrator, and you would intersect that path and delete what you don't need. I got this the first cut because I took time and I mentally looked over all of these details here before that I cut it out, and I was able to keep in most of the shapes. Now I can cut in designs and paint them blue and overlay. It's just a fun project, right? And plus, it's got to be my favorite thing in the world, R2D2. So what I thought would be probably the cool thing to do is to offset this just a little bit, and that would give it some shadow below it. I created these little shapes. So if you look at the far left of my desktop in Illustrator, you can see these shapes that I cut out. I am going to glue a curved piece right up here, right there. I'm going to glue that piece right there, and that's going to create the liftoff that I need. So now I have the lifter that is going to keep me away from, it's going to create a shadow right below it. And if you look really closely, you can even see more of a shadow the farther I lift it off. So the farther you lift this off, I think the more interesting design that you're going to get. So here's your pro tips. Use Adobe Capture if you're using Illustrator. I love Illustrator. I think even if you're a student, it's $29 a month for everything. Unbelievable deal. So the next thing is lift it off the thing. You want to create these individual shapes. I just drew them in. I grabbed my first image of where I captured it, and sometimes I could actually grab the vector art. The way I did is double clicked it until you got into that subgroup, and then you went ahead and copied that to your clipboard and then went back out of the group and then pasted it and created a collection of spacers. So if you like puzzle making, this might be really fun for you. So after that was done, I went ahead and I sent the SVG over to the Glowforge app, and I would highly suggest, another pro tip, remove the masking tape, because having these burnt edges. You know, George Lucas talked about having an old universe. So what's kind of cool is that the laser cutter fits very much into that, being an old universe, having this burnt look, because things that are burnt are kind of old. Okay, let's talk about this backdrop a little bit. This is part of the gift. And so what I did for this backdrop is I used a variety of different paints. So as far as the backdrop goes, I used silver first. I painted the silver. I got this on clearance. And then I used this blue color. And then I just lightly sand it, and I kind of get that old look I want. But you could spend as much time on this as you want, and also you could use just regular cardboard if you wanted, or to keep it low. But if you're going to spend 50 minutes on a laser cut file, you better put something nice below it. The only thing that I would have added to this is I probably would have cut this on the laser cutter and then cut in little tiny holes or some type of apparatus in the back that actually would be able to hang that, and I would space it. So I would put my hanger up here at the top and then spacers down below, so that this entire thing actually set off from the wall. So anyways, that's it. I had a lot of fun designing this. It took me approximately around 20 minutes to 30 minutes to go ahead and to remove all those pieces, and it was a little arduous, but I did it. And if you're interested in the file, it's down below. But whatever you do, make something that connects someone.